And I used to walk, that woods across from the farmhouse. I used to walk through there.
Yeah.
And now I don't. I figure I don't need poison ivy again.
You definitely don't need poison ivy.
I don't know if I didn't think hardly anybody wasn't allergic to poison ivy. I thought that it was
Yeah, I thought
enough
everybody was.
I thought so
Yeah.
too, and that's why I've always been so careful. But John insists, and I think he's wrong, that if you've never gotten it, you're not allergic to it. And I have talked to people who have said they're not, but I'm not testing it out. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like if you've never gotten stung by a wasp, a bee, a hornet. You kind of shrug it off, but when I really have never been stung.
I have.
But
Yeah.
and
Are you allergic?
I mean, it was just localized, so I would imagine not.
Good.
forgotten what I was going to say. You told me that something didn't bother you. I'm trying to remember what it was that we were
Mosquitoes.
talking about. That's it. You said the mosquitoes didn't like you.
Yeah, because you sent me a thing about how LA has the most mosquitoes in the country, and I didn't even know we had them.
Wow.
Well, mosquitoes. I can go outside
such
and
a
garden.
blessing.
I can garden and be outside in the grass until almost too dark to stay out.
Yeah.
I never get bitten.
They don't like me. I don't know.
Well,
Got
you
mama's
should
blood.
be glad you got that from me.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Virginia and Mary really
Yeah.
get it.
I walk from the car to the house, and if it's dusk or just the beginning of daylight, I'm gonna get bit. So I'm a little paranoid about it.
I've forgotten now. It's a blood type thing or a.
Do you know your blood type? I don't know.
You
mine.
remember what it said that people who didn't.
What one is Mary?
I don't know.
O positive or something?
Yeah, she's.
I think
O positive.
I think I'm O negative. Or
Oh,
I don't know.
huh.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of rare.
I'm either A
You're
or B
rare.
positive, and I'm not sure which, but they don't tell you when they give you a regular blood test,
Yeah. I know they don't. It's kind of weird.
I figure we should all know, but I don't know. I don't have a clue.
So y'all are gonna be here till Sunday. What have you got planned?
Well, she can't go very far.
Yes.
So.
I'm not gonna go shopping. I thought I wanted to go thrift shopping because they have really great thrift shops.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I don't think I would try that.
Okay. All right.
So,
We're just hanging out.
You're just hanging out.
well, it's
In this
lovely to be
house?
here. It's beautiful. It's restful. It's.
Yeah.
And if I was at home alone, I would need some help. Because when I get up in the morning,
And we need to talk about that. We need to figure out, going forward, if somebody should stay with you or I don't know.
yeah.
I don't
know
think it's to the point where you need help bathing and things like
that.
that.
Oh, heavens.
No.
Heavens.
But just to make sure that you're monitored and that you're taking enough medication of this and that without having to worry. I don't know.
I think I take plenty of medication. I'm amazed. But I manage that pretty well.
Right.
And so that's not a problem. Nobody has to monitor that. And
What do you had said that it's good that you're not alone right now. So what do you think?
well, No, I really didn't feel good yesterday. If I had one day that I really didn't feel good,
Mm-hmm.
I would tell the doggies that it was my day to sit. I'd get in the recliner, which is so comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and I usually have enough things that are just easy to eat that, you know.
Yeah. So it's just when you're kind of feeling puny.
Well, it's, you know, I just really, I have very seldom feel like I did yesterday.
Right.
Very, very seldom.
Right.
I do have a certain dizziness, unsteadiness, and
Mm-hmm.
around home, I really don't walk with a cane, but there are lots of things to touch, like there's a big island in the middle of my kitchen, and
Sure.
you're walking between two.
And you're familiar with it.
Yeah,
So.
and,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
and so, and I get along pretty well. I use 2 walking sticks when I go walking with the dogs,
Okay.
and I probably do that anyway, because when you walk over, if you walk through the grass, there are uneven places, you know,
Yeah.
and,
Mm-hmm.
and that way I can kind of tell. And
Dr.
So-
Jones'
Yeah.
office?
but I get along pretty well.
Apparently not.
You're answering the office?
We've had it forwarded. The person that it's usually forwarded to is on cruise, so that won't work.
Oh. Well, the forwarding doesn't seem to be working very well.
I think that was a spam because it was
Oh.
silent.
Oh, okay,
How you-
okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Well, are things beginning to even out at the spa? You have air conditioning, you have a new steam room.
Mm-hmm.
that is a nice looking room.
It is. It is.
It really did look
and
nice.
I had like 4 male clients that said that they would come back when it was fixed. Because the difference between a clinic and a spa is, you know, you have amenities.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have the amenities, why should I pay the extra?
Sure.
But his argument up to now was that most of our clients are female, and so we're going to deal with that much later. It's a low priority. But, you know.
I don't know how a steam room works. Do you take off all your clothes and just have a towel, or what?
For the most part, yeah, you're wrapped in a towel and you sweat. I guess you can wear a bathing suit if you want.
And then you take a shower.
Yeah, and after you sweat, you can take a shower. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I knew you did have showers, but
Yeah. And we have this new treatment for weight loss that has kind of an immediate effect in terms of, you know, the lymph and everything. It just decreases. So we take kind of before and after pictures. But some of the therapists, 2 of the therapists have had allergic reactions to the product.
Oh no. What is
So it's called BioSlim, and it's 4 different creams. And so one of the creams in particular, people have had reactions to. So it's concerning because, you know, we don't want people to.
So 2 out of how many therapists?
5, I guess. So
That's a big percentage.
yeah.
Wow.
So we'll see. But his wife says that women are willing to have, you know, redness and irritation on their skin if they get an immediate effect.
No, sir.
that sounds
Come
like
here.
a weird thing for a
Have you seen him yet?
weight
Yeah.
loss.
What are you looking for, baby?
My dad's ribbons cakes.
I don't I don't think it's in here.
What was
I
it?
see why you have.
Nine.
I see why you have to get his hair wet.
Yes, it's an absolute mop. And if he goes to bed with it wet, oh my word, it's hilarious. It's just
He has so much thick hair.
he does. He
Yeah.
has so much hair.
Josh looks really good. He lost weight and
Oh yeah.
Doesn't he look wonderful?
he looks handsome and young and you know,
He's been working out.
he doesn't look like he's in any diminished capacity.
Well, he's
Right? Does he have pain?
If it's cold, he has pain.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have full use of one of his fingers, which kind of messes him up. But
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't think that anything's really. I mean, he can't ice skate for the
Okay.
risk of falling.
he
Okay.
had ice skate. Why?
For the risk of falling,
Oh.
he couldn't play hockey with John. But you know, and now that it's been a year, he's starting to say, "Oh, yes, I could." So
He told me that
he's a grown man; he gets to make his own decisions.
he told me that he could still feel the pelvis because it's all got rods and all
Yeah.
put together. And he told
Yeah.
me sometimes he could still feel that.
Yeah, I think he can. I'm surprised because he details cars, like he's been buffing my in-laws' car,
Mm-hmm.
and I would think with all that metal in his wrists that would irritate it, but he said it doesn't. So he does really well. He does really well, and he started working out. I was a little concerned about that, you know, squatting and stuff with all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but he says he's getting stronger and he's doing well. So,
That's so good.
yeah.
I'm
But-
amazed that he doesn't have some pain, but I know that his left wrist was badly broken, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's his left. They were both compound fractures, but I don't know which is the worst. One of them required a lot more.
He told me it was
Hardware.
his left.
It's his left.
And he doesn't have, as I've asked him, do you have full use? And he said, I have some problems with it, but
Yeah, he's got a finger. I think it's his index finger that it either won't go up or won't go down. And you would think that wouldn't be such a big deal, but it keeps him. For a long time, he would forget and try to do something. You know, it's like, oh, that finger doesn't work right.
Huh.
What? Wise guy. He is a wise guy. Oh, y'all be careful. That's the wind. That's breeze. Can you feel the breeze?
Yeah.
Mm.